This bill permits a person employed by an LEA as a faculty or staff member to carry a concealed handgun on the grounds of the school where they are employed. However, the requirements to carry, they must possess a valid handgun carry permit issued by this state, must be fingerprinted by the appropriate law enforcement agency, must pass a psychological evaluation, it must have written authorization of the chief of the appropriate law enforcement agency, it must complete a minimum of 40 hours of training specific to school policing that has been approved by Post. This must be completed each year to retain the authorization.
The bottom line is this: adding guns to our schools doesn't make them safer. It puts kids at greater risk. Rather than supporting this dangerous legislation, the people of Tennessee want you, our elected leaders, to pass laws that intervene before the violence happens and make it harder for dangerous people to get guns in the first place.
Let's wait. We have a one person to give a written testimony by Katie Edwards. Is Katie Edwards here? Come forward and turn the mic on. You've heard the routine. Originally, Sue Clark, who was originally scheduled to speak, can't make it due to the weather, and so Ms. Edwards has graciously agreed to read her statement. You have 3 minutes. I'll motion you when 30 seconds is up. You are now recognized. Make sure your pull that microphone down there close to you and hang on to it. There you go.
Thank you. Just for background, Sue Clark was a teacher and principal in Tennessee for 31 years. We are speaking for ourselves and Moms Demand Action in Tennessee, and we oppose Senate Bill 1325. This bill allows faculty and staff members of a school to carry a concealed handgun on school grounds if they first obtain an enhanced handgun carry permit and complete annual training, even if they don't have a law enforcement background. This bill will add to the number of guns in school settings, something a majority of Tennessee parents simply do not want. This bill keeps parents in the dark. They will not know which teachers are carrying guns because their identities would be confidential. This bill opposes parental choice, something this body advocates for. Parents will not have any say in whether or not their children are in classrooms with teachers carrying guns. The National Association of School Resource Officers strongly opposes to arm teachers due to the risk it would pose to law enforcement, students, and the school community, as well as risk to the teachers themselves. In a crisis like a school shooting, having armed teachers in schools can confuse law enforcement officers and complicate an already challenging response. Teachers don't want this burden either. The nation's two largest teacher organizations, the American Federation of Teachers and the National Education Association, oppose policies to arm teachers. This bill makes school systems immune from claims for monetary damages that arise from a faculty or staff member's use or failure to use a handgun provided they were carrying legally. Parents are again in the dark. What recourse would there be for families whose child was killed or injured in a shooting, unintentional or intentional? Our main objection to this bill is obvious to those who care about children. School shootings are chaotic, and in these moments of...
You need to put your sign down below your face. Don't do that again. Go ahead, you're now recognized.
Okay. In these moments of chaos, we cannot ask teachers to stop a shooter, potentially or currently a former student. Besides, leaving a classroom of vulnerable children to deal with the shooter leaves the children unprotected. Teachers are trained to teach, not to be law enforcement.
Thank you. Do we have any questions or comments from the panel? Senator Roberts, recognized.
Thank you, and thank you for being here. The bill references 40 hours that, the supposed individual would have to take a minimum 40 hours that's specific to school policing, and approved by the Post Commission. Each year, they have to do that every year to retain the authorization. If that individual was a former law enforcement, would you still object to that?
You're recognized.
I, speaking for myself, that would be something I would take into consideration, as long as they were, maintaining their training as a law enforcement personnel prior to them being a teacher or whatever.
Okay, Senator Roberts, any follow-up?
Are you aware that current law permits that?
You're recognized.
I am aware of that, and I'm not sure that 40 hours of a person who is not trained by law enforcement is sufficient for a chaotic situation as a school shooter.
Okay, thank you, Senator Roberts. Any other questions or comments from the panel? I see none to my left. I see none to my right. Thank you, Ms. Edwards, for coming in and filling in for Ms. Clark. Chair will vote first.
Senator Gardenhire.
Aye.
Votes aye. Senator Kyle. Senator Lamar. No. Votes no. Senator Lundberg. Aye. Votes aye. Senator Roberts. Votes aye. Senator Rose. Votes aye. Senator Stevens. Aye. Votes aye. Senator Taylor. Aye. Votes aye. Senator White. Aye. Votes aye. Senator Chairman, you have 7 ayes and 1 no.
Thank you, Senator Bailey. Your bill, Senate Bill 1325, goes to calendar.